Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jessica Moore. We're just hours away from the deadline for contract negotiations between New York hospitals and their nurses union. A deal has just been reached for nurses at Mount Sinai West and Mount Sinai Morningside. But so far, the terms for more than 7,000 other nurses are still unsettled. Those nurses work at the main Mount Sinai Hospital in Manhattan and Montefiore Medical Center in the Bronx. If there's no deal by tomorrow, the nurses say they will walk out at 6 a.m. CBS 2's Kevin Rincon is live tonight outside Mount Sinai to tell us more about what's holding up the negotiations. Kevin?
Well, Jessica, we are certainly in the 11th hour of these negotiations. There was some progress, as you mentioned. There was a deal struck, a tentative agreement with those two hospitals. And folks here inside, the negotiators here at the Mount Sinai main campus tell me they have made the nurses the same offer that they made those other hospitals, which includes a pay increase of more than 19%. Now, it's not just staffing that is a concern. It's not just pay. It is staffing that's been a concern so far for these nurses. They say that they have been overworked, that there are not enough nursing positions that have been filled. There was progress, though, today, as you mentioned, a few short hours ago, the New York State Nurses Association announced it agreed to a tentative deal with Mount Sinai West and Mount Sinai Morningside. Those strike notices have been rescinded. It's not clear if there's any sort of deadline on the talks that are ongoing here at the main Mount Sinai campus. A strike here would impact 3,600 nurses. About 3,500 nurses could walk out at Montefiore in the Bronx. Now, as we've been telling you, at issue more than just the pay and the benefits, the major sticking point has been staffing.
It is the issue that our employers have ignored, made excuses about, and fought us against. Every time our bosses created the understaffing crisis by failing to hire and return enough nurses out of facilities.
Now, we again are waiting to find out more about these ongoing contract talks. We do know that there was the concern of a deadline potentially at midnight. Nancy Higgins was asked about that potential deadline. She said these talks will continue for as long as they need to go. We do know it's been quiet here. Ambulances have been diverted. Patients have been moved out. Travel nurses have been brought in as well in preparation for a potential walkout at 6 in the morning. And just a short few minutes ago, Governor Hochul put out a statement saying she is calling for these contract talks to continue with a potential mediator to try and resolve the issues that are still at large. We're live on the Upper East Side. Kevin Rincon, CBS 2 News.
That may be what it takes. All right, Kevin, thank you.